Hello and welcome. This is Sahara playing Starfield, and I was coming down to get Ezekiel to start following me around, and I remembered that I had something with Barrett I have to do.
You look well today.
Barrett? Yes, I know you're busy. Come on. Hello, I'm clicking on you.
Do you have time to talk?
Yes, I do.
I had a favor to ask.
Yes. Fine, but just so you know, Constellation business comes first. I have time. Tell me what's on your mind.
Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you.
I was thinking the same thing. That's actually a pretty big favor. I don't know if we have time for it. You can get powers too?
What, you think you're the only one who can walk around in a cape and tights? Granted, it's just a theory.
That.
But I venture anyone who experiences visions from touching an artifact is now connected to them. You got a vision, I got a vision. You got a power, ergo.
Well, let's go get your power then.
Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit.
Well, I got several of them.
Dusty, if you're ever thinking to yourself, I could really listen to Barrett's dulcet voice right now. Then instead of dreaming about me, stop by and say hello, okay?
You quit it. So Sarah wants to talk to me now too again. Okay.
Well, if it isn't our own ranger. I hope you're not taking the job permanently.
Well, it's an honor to wear the not my style, no way, but I'm keeping the badge anyway. Are you going to give me a counteroffer?
There's a lot less paperwork in Constellation.
But I can do both.
Are pretty good too.
Well, it's an honor to wear the badge.
A badge is just a symbol, a promise, a hope. You don't have to wear the object to be true to those goals. Anyway, I'm just glad Ron Hope is gone.
Hope Tech isn't going to survive, but I had to do it. He was a monster. Those farmers deserve justice. I couldn't accept his blood money. He was incredible, but he couldn't come back from what he did. Well, Hope Tech might survive. I had to do it.
Maybe it will. We can't know for sure, but yeah, you had to do it. It was a hard choice that you made, but I'm proud of you, Captain.
Okay, so Sarah wanted to speak to me. I was going to take you out. I was Ezekiel, but then I remember the thing with Barrett. Sarah, where are you at? She probably went upstairs. Yeah, she did. Or she's in here. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Okay. Here you are, Sarah.
Back, eh?
How's it
going?
I'm in the mood for a...
Ron Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he?
He was a despicable person. Actually, I felt bad for the guy. I haven't really given him second... Yeah, he was a despicable person.
Despicable is too kind a word.
Oh.
He held innocent people with little regard,
Yeah, he did.
treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet. It's an absolute disgrace.
I couldn't agree more. Ron Hope had a lot of weight on his shoulders, but it's over. What do you mean? Well, I know what she means, but we'll ask.
Are you really going to make me remind you what that man did to those farmers on Montara Luna?
No.
How he sent Paxton Hull and the First to murder them and steal their land so he could use it for his own ill-gotten gains? How could you forget something like that?
I didn't. I couldn't agree more.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. Letting him off the hook would have been a terrible injustice.
Taking a bribe to overlook his crimes would have been a horrible thing to do. It's a shame that the well-being and livelihoods of hundreds of Hope Tech employees are now in jeopardy. Honestly, it wasn't Mount Hope's fault that Paxton Hall did things. No. Given what I've done, I'm frankly surprised that you approve. No. It's a shame that the well-being...
While that's true, it certainly doesn't excuse the blood that he has on his hands.
If I've learned anything from this, is that money isn't everything, which I already knew that. I still wonder if I made a mistake. I only hope those folks who are going to lose their jobs at Hope Tech will understand.
Some of them will, and some of them won't. What happens to them isn't your fault. It's Ron Hope's.
And it is.
Well, I think I've lectured you enough. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
Okay, so we are going to be doing... I was going to go... In fact, I'm in Homestead right now. But we're going to go to Worlds Apart so we can get... after meeting with the emissary, I learned more about the artifacts and the existence of the multiverse. Barrett might be interested in this discovery and what it means for him. And I had thought about that, but I didn't know it was actually going to come up as a quest. So that's pretty cool. Yes, thank you. You were in my way. I did download some more mods. I downloaded a mod to increase my crew. Oh my god. I can increase...
If you want help, I'm here.
Jesus, what are we stuck on? This chair. Why are we stuck? Oh my god. I increased my crew now from up to 50 to a maximum of 100, but I won't be doing that many. I just want to be able to bring...
I'm glad to see you.
Where am I going? I'm trying to get to my cockpit. Okay. I also downloaded a robot dog, or it's called Kilroy. A robot called Kilroy that's supposed to come out with me, but I don't know where it's at. I couldn't find him on my, I wonder if I have to look in my, let me do that. Let me go to my ship's crew. I don't see him here. I mean, I can assign Heller and Lynn here now too, until I get a place for them, but this isn't really their expertise. So I don't know where he's at. I was going to visit Homestead since we're here, and I'm with Barrett, so we'll just take Barrett with us. I can't remember what I'm doing half the time anymore. Okay, down here. You ready to go visit Homestead? New Homestead.
Gotta hand it to these folks. They've decided that Soul is worth fighting for.
And this is 100% surveyed. I don't see my little buddy. Huh. I wonder how you get Kilroy. Okay.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
Also, they have mods that have to deal with like fuel and economy, where you actually have to pay for fuel and you have to pay your pay for maintenance and upkeep and taxes and your crew members. Do any of you use those mods? If you do, let me know, and if you like them or not. Yeah, I've been here before, but I've never been in here. I wanted to save this to be on camera. I'm not even sure how big Homestead is.
stuff.
Is that what this is, a museum?
The people here live a simple life. Try not to complicate it.
There's a mod to enhance new Homestead too. I already downloaded the one for New Atlantis, so that's going to be totally different when we get back to New Atlantis. And Aquila. I did one for Aquila also. Okay. So what do we have here?
Did you see those wind turbines out there? Wow. I can't imagine living here. These people sure are hardy.
Enjoy our visit here.
Okay. There's nothing I can take, I know. So I don't even know why I'm looking. Just have it. Wow, this is a mess back here. So who are
We
you?
take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
Why do you have your suit on? She doesn't have her suit on over there. I don't have my suit on. What's the
New
security?
Homestead is a living history exhibit, but these are real people, so please be kind to them.
Okay, so you're UC security.
You don't want to get hurt or sick around here. Dr. Lakota really doesn't care for tourists. Wish someone could convince her otherwise.
Is that a quest? Yeah, speak with, I figured it was going to be. Is this a elevator? Oh, it is. Energy Systems Office. Well, let's do the first floor here. So it's a, so it's like a museum, huh?
It's a little weird that people come here to see what early colony life was like. To me, it's just how we live. I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
So this is kind of like some of these little towns you can find in Nebraska that are that way. That they're kind of set
Welcome
up
to New
like.
Homestead. Damn power's on the fritz again. Joyce always seems to need help clearing ice off the equipment.
Yep, speak with Joyce. Oh, secure access. Staring me right in the face and I didn't even see it. Okay. Yeah, to where you can go through. Oh, that doesn't say not to take. Where you can look what life was like in the pioneer days. Okay, so this is like a little hot house, a little greenhouse.
I could really go for some of Anya's cooking over at the Brown Horse. If you need medical attention, see Dr. Lakota. But a word of warning, she really doesn't care for tourists.
Papa, you're always talking about how important it is to preserve our tradition. But why do we have to farm? How is that part of our tradition?
Well, we tend to farm here because we need to grow food. And that's what our ancestors did on Earth.
But didn't they have big open fields and giant machines? We don't have any of that.
She makes a good point, dear.
It's because we have a much smaller space to work with.
So then, it's not really the same, is it? How is it a tradition if it's not the same thing as they did? And so then, why is it important that we preserve it?
I don't know, it just is. Now, we don't want to fall behind on work, so let's get back to it, okay, kiddo?
Okay, fine.
She's got a good point.
No
Did you
disrespect,
know
but I'd
Earth
appreciate
had
if you
all
let me
sorts
and
of
my
cool
family
animals? Actually, lots of planets do. But not this one. Sad, huh?
She's got the same voice as Sona.
Hello? I'm not really supposed to talk with tourists, but I kind of want to anyway. And I don't think my papa is paying attention.
Yeah, that is Sona.
You're not going to tell him, are you?
No, not if you don't want me to. I feel like I have to tell him. Maybe we should respect your parents' wishes. No, not if you don't want me to.
Oh, thank you! I promise it'll be fun. I like talking to tourists. I get to learn so much about everywhere else, and they get to learn about here. Now what should we talk about?
Well, are there a lot of other kids in New Homestead?
Not really. There's some, though. Most are around my age. We all go to school in the same room.
Typical. That's my mom went to school with everyone in her town. They all went to the same school. Is school here the same as other schools in the settled system?
I don't know. I've never been to any other schools. We mostly learn about the history of the solar system and Earth and stuff like that until we get old enough to go on our learning vacation. That's when we get to leave to go to school somewhere else for a few years, or travel and visit other worlds, try out jobs and stuff. Oh, I can't wait.
Why doesn't your dad want you talking to others, to tourists?
My mama says it's because he thinks we'd up and leave if we found out about the rest of the worlds out there. But I keep telling him, I love it here, and I love him, and I would never leave him.
But you will eventually.
He doesn't believe it. He says the kids almost always want to leave when they grow up. But not me. Nope. I just want to visit somewhere else. Maybe.
Do you enjoy working on the farm?
I think it's pretty fun. And I get to be around my mama and my papa all day, so that's cool. They say we all have to work a little, because it takes all of us to make the community work. Just like on Earth a really, really, really long time ago.
Yep, that's how it did work.
Someday, I think it'd be cool to see other places and do other things. But this is fine for now.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any other questions.
Okay. Well, I just thought about something else. You know, I get visions when I touch the artifact. Barrett touched the artifacts. How come no one else in the constellation wants to touch the artifacts when I collect them? They could ask to be the one to touch them, but they never do. Okay, so forgot where I was at.
Those folks in Cydonia may be closer to Earth, but we do a better job preserving its traditions. Well, we used to get more tourists than we do these days.
Okay. This is another elevator that takes me to residential wing. Who's talking? Somebody's talking. How do I know who's talking?
You know we can't afford to leave the farm. People here depend on us.
I know.
Tell you what, your mom and I will talk about it.
Thanks, Papa.
We get a lot of tourists out this way, but most of them aren't so bold as to strike up conversations with us. What's your deal?
Well, I'm just interested in how civilization worked on this planet. I'm just trying to be friendly.
Sorry, usually when the tourists say that, it means they want something. Free local produce, a picture, or something else I don't intend to give. So what can I do for you?
Well, I just wanted to chat for a little. Thanks for your time. What can you tell me about your farm?
Well, for one, it's my wife Mara's farm. I just had the good fortune of marrying into it. It's been in her family for generations. We're the best source of fresh produce in the colony. Not like that processed junk we get from off-world, and certainly nothing like that eyesore chunks.
Yeah, I agree with that. What kind of challenges do you face?
From what I know about farming elsewhere, it's largely the same. Big difference is that we need to import or make our own soil. And we need to be extra careful with our temperature control. Titan's surface is frozen, and it's not much better just below it with the ice caves. Then it's just a matter of artificial sunlight and supplying CO2 for the crops. It's not too challenging.
Well, thanks for your time.
No worries. You have yourself a day now.
The elders say that preserving our tradition is so important, but I keep hearing such wonderful things about other worlds. Ah, someone new. Are you a tourist, or have you just moved to New Homestead?
So you've never been off New Homestead, huh? I'm here visiting. I'm interested in learning about the colony.
Well, there's lots to learn. You can always feel free to try one of the historical tours or ask the locals about life here. I'm fascinated by the other worlds in the settled systems. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, wonderful. What's New Atlantis like?
Well, it's amazing. Huge skyscrapers, beautiful skies, people from all walks of life. It's not as impressive as they make it out to be. Too much hustle and bustle. It's terrible. Give me a frontier city or a small colony like this any day. Well, I am more of a frontier type person myself, but it is beautiful. I mean, it does have some nice... I want to see it now that I've got that new mod installed.
Oh my, that sounds incredible. Ever since I overheard one of the tourists speaking about it, I've always wanted to go. We hear about it, of course, but we rarely get much exposure to other worlds beyond the people who come from them to visit our little colony. I wonder if I can convince Nathaniel to go on a trip there with me and our daughter. Do you mind if I ask you another question?
Sure.
Thanks. I promise not to take too much of your time. Is the Freestar Collective as lawless as I've heard?
No, the Freestars stand as a monument to freedom. Anyone can live as they please. It's not as lawless as they lead you to believe. People still believe in rules and justice. It's dangerous. Your only options are to rely on the Rangers. Nah.
I figured the stories weren't all true. How else would you expect people to live together if you can't trust in laws to keep everyone safe?
Exactly.
Even in a small community like ours, we have to maintain law and order. Though, I understand it gets difficult to always protect that out in the vastness of space. I imagine it's the same in the Freestar Collective. Is it okay if I change the subject?
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Are there really planets full of plants, fresh air, and water?
Yes, there are beautiful planets teeming with life of all kinds, sure, but they're not all they're cracked up to be. You see one, you've seen them all. No, teeming with life.
I've read about them. It seems incredible, doesn't it? I've only ever known Titan, and it's always so cold and
I
drab.
couldn't stand living here.
I've always dreamed of visiting one to breathe the air, feel the warmth of its sun, but my husband is reluctant to leave our home. Can I ask you something else?
Well, he likes the stability, I think.
Oh, wonderful. Is space travel as exciting as it seems?
I'm still amazed by the awe and wonder of it every time I go out. Space is incredible, but it's also extremely dangerous. That's true. It's nice, be used to it after a while. Honestly, it's a lot of nothing. I can't think of anything more important. No, it's nice, but you get, space is incredible, but it's also dangerous.
I've heard stories about pirates and spaceship malfunctions and all sorts of terrible things.
Yep.
I've always wanted to try going into space, but I'm also worried about all those dangers. Maybe people here are right. The dangers here are few, and we know how to take care of them. Space is too unknown. Those are all the questions I have at the moment. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day for me.
I was supposed to try to talk her out of wanting to leave, I have a feeling, huh?
My papa doesn't really like me talking to the tourists, but how else am I going to learn about out there?
Out there! Okay, so there's little nodules. Okay, so this one here. So is this your farm? I don't know if I want to go down to the residential area, do I? I mean, I don't see anything that says, you know, instructions or about how things work. Okay, so this goes here to here to here.
Preserve our traditions.
Okay, so this, all right.
How is that part of our tradition?
Ah, there. Always nice seeing a new face.
Let's see if we can go down here. Let us, since we have these activities here, speak with her. We'll go ahead and get that one flagged.
You have a spaceship? I want to get a spaceship when I'm older. They're so cool. Ah! I just have so much energy. I want to run around.
Well, then go run around.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
You get used to the methane processing smell after a while.
Oh, method.
Sure would be nice to get off-world sometime.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else.
So you guys process methane down here?
Sure would be nice. We used to get more tourists than we do these days.
Methane is horrible. Well, I think you're, okay, I'm thinking of meth. You're talking about methane gas. Okay, you do chicken poop and stuff like that that decomposes, releases methane. So that's probably what they're referring to. And it's also kind of poisonous to breathe it. Fields of Everglades. This is a new one. An excerpt from the highly acclaimed novel Fields of Everglass, set in the near future during a fictional wartime era. Fields of Everglass. And yet, Tart did not back down. No, sir, I won't fire on them. Regardless of what you say, they did. Those soldiers were once like us. They're our family. We have no reason to fight them. This impressed Florence. Was Talrit really willing to put everything on the line just to protect her compatriots? She knew the war was ridiculous, but to see him face his commander now and absolutely refuse a direct order, knowing that it could amount to treason, this was the same Talrit who no more than a week ago had carried out an order to ambush and lock up her entire squad. She knew there was a gentleness to the man, but until now she had not been able to know for sure just how reasonable he could be. You're out of line, soldier. You want to think about what you're doing and run that by me one more time. You're out of order. You want to think about what you are doing and run that by me one more time? Commander Greason barked. Spittle flew. His face was turning bright red with anger. Greason was not accustomed to disobedience. You heard me. I'm not repeating myself. Tallit looked over to Florence. He knew the gravity of the situation, but she had taught him so much about this unjust war in their few short days together that in this moment he decided even if it cost him gravely, he would do the right thing. As he noticed the other officers begin to shuffle uncomfortably, noting a break in their resolve, a smirk crossed his face. The cracks began to show. He knew the tide was about to turn and that his small act of defiance could be the one to usher in the end of this foolish conflict. They are changing point of view. Which they're not supposed to do.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else.
They call that head hopping when you go from one point of view to the other in the same chapter.
Yeah, I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
Okay. Okay, that's the direction I came from, I believe. Yeah, their home life would be really small. Letter to the social board, to the school board, I'm sorry. To whom it may concern, my daughter Sylvia is part of the UC Remote World of Learning program. In this month's study kit, she was assigned a book titled The Hills City Jemison. As I do all books assigned to her, I took to reading it first to judge suitability for my daughter. How do you get off giving her this garbage to read? Her assigned a learning counselor tells us it's really about building friendships, learning to tolerate others' differences, and overcoming adversity. That's all fine and good. Those are important lessons, but I see it for what it is. But I see it for what it is, nothing but propaganda promoting your planet. My daughter is a proud new homesteader, and I see to it she remains that way. I don't want her getting silly ideas in her head about picking up from her home and family and moving to your consumer wasteland of a world. Sylvia will not be reading this book. I want my daughter to learn, but if you keep sending her material that pushes her away from me, I'll have no choice but to homeschool her, which places a huge burden on my family due to our farming responsibilities. Please reconsider the reading material you send our way. Nathaniel. It probably is propaganda, I'm sure. But she's going to find it out. She's going to leave anyway. If she leaves, she leaves. I hate to say it. An old earth? Oh, baseball. I thought it said umbrella at first. So some stuff I can steal, some stuff I can't. That's just so weird. Very strange indeed. Okay, see, like that coffee mug says, do not steal. Okay, so it came
Feel free to
down.
look around, but don't touch.
Is this a bathroom? If it is, it's really scuzzy. Hell. See, now that I can't take that. So she's down here, the doctor is. So we have storage and elevator.
I can't wait to go away on my learning vacation when I grow up.
Okay, this is the pharmacy. The doctors.
Do you need medical assistance?
No, I'm just gonna read your computer. Oh. Oh, I can pick her. I can try to pick her pocket. Pickpocket. Here we go. So she's got. Oops. I can take her credits. I can take her. I can't take her. Okay, so this is how it works.
Pickpocket!
Stop! Oh no.
You see security! Right now! You see security! Don't make any sudden moves!
Oh, I would have probably got away with the first time. I'll pay the 5 stolen items compensated. I'll pay the fine.
You're coming with us. We'll be taking any contraband and stolen property you have on you.
I don't think I have any other than that. I haven't got caught for a while. I didn't have any. Oh, they're the same one. Okay. Sorry, Barrett.
We run a tight ship here on Cydonia. Anyone who steps out of line, well, they learn never to do it again.
How did I get to Cydonia? What?
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding in the utilities section the other day.
Well,
not going to be able to get that image out of my head for...
So I'm in Cydonia. Because his name was Booth. No? Can we talk?
I don't miss the war, but I do miss the glory days of training with the best of them. Have yourself a good one.
Well, this is weird. How did I end up in Cydonia? Okay. I'm just gonna go the easy way here. Sorry. God. That's weird. How did... Okay, whatever.
Got some new orders for me?
Yep, we're in Cydonia. It says right there. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to forego Homestead for now, since I'm not back on my ship, and we'll go... Because I want to take Ezekiel out with me.